And did you have the feeling that
Ali Ahmad was imprisoned in the United Arab Emirates for about 20 days. But the trauma lasts forever. He was arrested and tortured, he says, for wearing a Qatar shirt at a football match.
My teeth is fall down because of punch. I've been stabbed inside prison. I was very lucky to survive. I've been interrogated days and nights, all the time handcuffed, facing the wall, and it was very, very hard, tough time for me.
Matthew Hedges has a similar story. The Brit was in the United Arab Emirates researching his PhD when he was detained. He was accused of spying and held in solitary confinement for nearly 7 months.
They forced a cocktail of medication on me, which was like tranquilizer medication to keep me calm and sleepy. And they threatened me with physical violence. It's all very unsettling. I tried to commit suicide a few months later.
Both Hedges and Ahmad blame this man for their ordeal. Ahmed Naser al-Raisit is the Inspector General at the UAE's Interior Ministry, and as such, he's also responsible for what happens inside the country's prisons. Hedges and Ahmad want al-Raisit to be tried in court. Instead, he just became the new head of Interpol.
There is no reasonable conclusion to suggest that him or anyone from the UAE should be anywhere near the Interpol presidency because they do not abide by the standards of international justice and accountability.
Interpol met in Istanbul this week to elect a new president. It's the world's largest police organization. Its 195 member states commit to coordinating cross-border searches for criminals. If Interpol issues a red notice, an international arrest warrant, there is, at least in theory, barely a spot on Earth where its subject can rest easy. There were several candidates for this top job, but the organization elected al-Raisit. The UAE categorically rejects the accusations leveled against him. Interpol did not respond to the specific allegations. They sent us this written statement.
It is the General Assembly, Interpol's supreme governing body, which elects members of the Executive Committee. It would therefore be inappropriate for the General Secretariat to comment on any of the candidates.
Lawyer Rodney Dixon represents Hedges and Ahmad. He filed a criminal complaint here in Turkey against al-Raisit.
We are saying that the right decision would be to open a case and arrest him for these crimes, and then, where there's sufficient evidence, look to prosecute those crimes under universal jurisdiction here in Istanbul.
This is what Hedges and Ahmad hope for. The idea that the man in whom they see their torturer becomes the world's leading police officer is unbearable to them.